and welcome back to what I've watched, number 28. Yes, I just uploaded number 27. If you haven't watched that yet, I basically had two giant piles. Here's the pile for this one. So this is the ones I'll be talking about in this one. I had two kind of giant piles of movies to talk about, so I kind of wanted to split it up a little bit. I think I've just put that other one on my computer. It was about 18 minutes long, so this one probably should be about the same, but I thought if I put them together and it's like 40 minutes, that's going to be maybe a bit too long, so that everybody, I just thought it better to separate them up, because this is everything that I watched in February. That other video and this. For the next times, I'm going to try and do them probably every 2 weeks, or maybe in a week and a half I'll do another one, depending on how much stuff I've been watching. But yeah, some of these I'm super excited to talk about, but definitely go ahead and check out the last video if you haven't seen it yet, because I talked about quite a lot of great movies in that one. And then I've got this one, so yeah, hopefully you'll see them both and find out everything that I watched in February. But yeah, let's just jump straight into this now. The first one for this lot is Blue Jasmine, which is a film written and directed by Woody Allen, and it's got Cate Blanchett, how do you say her name? Cate Blanchett? I don't know how to say her name, but you know, she's on the cover here, and she basically is the main character, and she's kind of going through a bit of a mental breakdown to quite an extreme level because of some things that have happened, and it's very interesting. It's kind of a very much a character study movie on her, and she was fantastic in this movie, let me just say. She blew my mind. She was so... But her performance, I gave this movie 4 stars, and I felt there's not that much goes on in the movie. It's just very much a character-based movie. I mean, other things happen. Her sister's a very interesting character as well. She goes to stay with her sister for a bit. Alec Baldwin is also in this movie. There's definitely other things going on, but I feel like it's really main focus on her character and the situation that she's been in, what she's going through, and how she deals with it. And it was a very interesting movie. It was a different movie than I've watched in a while. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I said, I gave it 4 stars, but her performance was absolutely fantastic, and I felt like it really made the movie. I mean, her performance, it depended on it, and she was fantastic in this. I'm sure as well it won an Oscar, or nominated for an Oscar, not obviously this year, last year, but I don't know what. I'm sure it had something to do with the Oscars, or it was not, I don't know. It was involved in last year's Oscars. Yeah, certainly Blue Jasmine, really did enjoy that one. The next one I watched was Amelie, yeah, that's how I pronounce it, Amelie, and it is a French movie, and while I gave this movie 4.5 stars, I really did enjoy it. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of subtitled movies, and I'll tell you why. I feel like it's kind of a thing that you shouldn't really say. I feel like people are supposed to enjoy subtitled movies and appreciate them, which I do. I enjoyed this movie, and I enjoy the actual movies. You know, this movie was great. This movie, I definitely recommend it. It was funny, it was quirky, it was such a fantastic story. 4.5 stars, but the movie looked so beautiful. The cinematography in this was fantastic, but I find it really, maybe it's just me personally, I have to actually quite a lot focus on the words when it's a subtitled film. So I felt like I was missing out on just looking at the beauty of the film. And that is why, for me, I find subtitled films a little bit difficult to watch, because I'd love to just stare at the film and take it all in and notice the little details. And this movie was beautiful, and I felt like it was kind of hard sometimes to be reading it and noticing that the image was so lovely. But, you know, I didn't lose any points for that, because I feel like that's just... well, that's not a thing. It shouldn't be. But yeah, so that was hard. I definitely do want to watch it again. It was a French movie. I highly recommend it. Even if you don't enjoy subtitled movies, I would recommend watching this film, because like I say, it's a beautiful film. If you speak French, definitely watch this movie for sure. It's an incredible, beautiful film. I wish that I understood French, so that I could just kind of watch the movie and just take it all in and just look at its beauty. I feel like if I watch it I feel like this is a movie that throughout life I actually do want to watch it a few times, to the point where I kind of know what's going on and don't necessarily need to read it, so I can just watch the movie. And not have to be reading the subtitles. I'll watch it without subtitles. I'll watch it in French and just watch it for it and know the storyline, know kind of what's going on. I feel like I could do that if I watched it one more time, read the subtitles and watched it again. I mean, I don't need to know everything they're saying. I know what's going on, and I'll just watch it to watch it, even though I don't understand French. But anyway, so yes, I watched this movie. I enjoyed it. 4.5 stars. The next one that I watched was Castaway. I had seen some of this before, but I hadn't seen the whole thing. I know, right? Who hasn't seen Castaway? Tom Hanks was fantastic. I gave this movie 5 stars. This was a fantastic movie. Everyone goes on about this movie. It's a reason. It's fantastic. Wilson. Oh, Wilson. I loved Wilson. I was so sad about Wilson. Wilson is like, oh, Wilson, He was just my favourite. If you haven't seen Castaway, I mean, I think most people have, but just if you haven't, if you think, oh, it's kind of overhyped movie, just see it. 5 stars, loved it. I loved the whole story, the end. Basically, it's about this man who works for FedEx, and he gets, his airplane crashes and he ends up on an island by himself. And Wilson, if you've seen the movie, you'll know what I mean, but I loved Wilson. Anyway, Tom Hanks was fantastic, as always. I loved the movie. I definitely 5 stars. Okay, the next one that I watched was Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. What a title that is. This is a new Disney live-action movie, which I feel like some people are going to really show off. And I almost was like, do I really, really want to see this really bad? Because I picked it up kind of on its release day. And I ended up really enjoying it. I gave it 4 stars, and I want to watch it again really soon. It was such an uplifting, wonderful movie. It was funny. It was fantastic. It didn't feel, I mean, you look at the cover and you look at the trailer, I feel like it was going to seem over-exaggerated, the things that were happening. But everything that happens in this movie, I mean, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't all happen in one day. It could legitimately happen. It wasn't anything too over the top. So I felt like it was actually kind of believable in its own little way. It was wonderful. Alexander's character was awesome. Steve Carell was great, and Jennifer Garner. I loved this movie. I think more people should watch this movie. Everyone I spoke to about this movie who's seen it has said that they were surprised by it as well. I was definitely surprised by it. I definitely recommend it. I enjoy it. I will be doing a review on it soon though, so not to worry with that one. I watched Dolphin Tale. I keep banging on about this movie right now. I love this movie. It's wonderful. I've talked about it a couple of times recently, so I won't go into it again, but it is a true story. It's fantastic. I love it. I could watch this movie many, many times. It also deals with disability very well, and not just with animals, but with humans as well. You know, basically it's about a dolphin who needs to get a prosthetic tail, but it kind of delves into different things with humans as well, with like, you know, physical disabilities, and it was fantastic. I love this movie. I gave it 4.5 stars. Did I? Yes, I did. Love it. Next, I watched Moulin Rouge. This movie. When I was 11, I saw this movie for the first time. I loved it. This movie kind of made me fall in love with films and movies, and it's directed by Baz Luhrmann, who I absolutely love. And I loved it so much. I watched it tons of times. I loved the music. I know all the words to all the songs. I had the soundtrack, you know, that kind of stuff. And I watched it a million times. I hadn't watched it for a while, but I went to Paris the other week, not last week, the week before, and I went and saw the actual, the Moulin Rouge, it's not even on the cover here, you know, well, where the Moulin Rouge is, you know, it's got the windmill and it says Moulin Rouge. I went and saw it, and it was wonderful, and I kind of always wanted to see and be there at the Moulin Rouge. We didn't go into the Moulin Rouge because it's very expensive, but that's why just seeing it was just so amazing that I'd always kind of thought, oh, I'm going to see the Moulin Rouge, and I did. I saw the Moulin Rouge, and so when I got back I was like, yes, I need to watch Moulin Rouge, and it's a fantastic film. It's a musical. I love it. I love the storyline. It's brilliant. It's set in it's set in 1890, so but it's nearly the 1900s, and it's fantastic. I definitely recommend watching this. I gave it 5 stars. I've always loved it. So there's that one. The next one that I watched was The Place Beyond the Pines. So yes, it was my first time watching The Place Beyond the Pines, and this is actually a movie I picked up when it got released, and I didn't watch it yet. That was maybe, it was probably like a year ago, seriously. This movie was very interesting. It was kind of split into 3 segments, and it pretty much was Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and it was kind of, each segment was kind of in that way, so we'll go with it like that. Ryan Gosling, I loved in this movie. His character was fantastic. Very interesting, very intriguing, and I really loved him. And I don't really know how to. He was kind of more in involvement in the beginning of the movie, and then by the second act, I guess, it kind of went off into something else, which I didn't enjoy as much. And then by the end, by the third act, it definitely went off into something else as well. And I really did. I enjoyed the third act of the movie. And I think a lot of people, that's the bit they didn't like, but the middle for me was a bit, I was kind of starting to, I mean, don't get me wrong, I gave this movie, did I give it 4? Yes I did, I wasn't sure if I gave it 4 and 4.5. I gave it 4 stars. It looked beautiful, the cinematography was wonderful, it was a fantastic movie, I really, really did enjoy it, but I think it just surprised me about what it was about. It's very different than what I was expecting it to be. I would definitely recommend it though. I did really find myself enjoying the film, and like I say, Ryan Gosling though, I mean I love Ryan Gosling anyway, but he was great. Who's this guy? Bradley Cooper. Yeah, Bradley Cooper. See, I didn't really enjoy Bradley Cooper's character as much, but it was definitely a very interesting watch. I'm really glad I watched it. I think I will watch it again actually at some point. So I definitely recommend The Place Beyond the Pines. I feel like I've said, I've given it 4 stars, and I feel like all what I've said is kind of negative, but no, it definitely has so many positives, but it just kind of surprised me that the way it kind of felt like, almost like 3 different stories that were entwined, but I liked some bits better than other bits, if that makes sense. Like, the 3 acts in the movie definitely had different vibes. All of them felt very different vibes from, and so that kind of was very interesting, because usually when you're watching a movie it has the same kind of vibe. This one I feel like had different vibes, but I think that was a good thing. It was definitely very unique and interesting, and it was something that I hadn't seen done that way for a while, so I definitely really enjoyed it, and I definitely recommend it, like I say, and yes, I enjoyed the movie. So there's The Place Beyond the Pines. Next one I watched was Divergent. I watched this on a Tuesday night movie night. It was my second time watching it. I gave it 4 stars. I've read the book as well, and I do really enjoy this movie. I definitely enjoyed it a lot more the second time around, but I've talked about this one quite a bit, and I just talked about it. It was literally the last Tuesday night movie night, so yeah, I won't talk about it too much, but I did enjoy it. The next one, Toy Story, The Time Forgot. This I gave 4.5 stars. It was a lovely little short. I just did a review on it. Loved it. It was so much fun, so cute. I want to watch it again soon. If you haven't seen this, I definitely recommend picking it up. It's only £5 right now, so it's definitely worth £5. It's only 20 minutes long though, so I feel like some people don't really like it when they make short ones because they kind of just think they're cashing in, but I feel like this isn't like that. I feel like you can tell they put a lot of effort into it. The animation is really up to par with the Toy Story movies. I said this in my review that it looks like you could have just taken a scene out of Toy Story and this could be it, so yeah, it's definitely worth a watch and definitely worth the money as well, so there's that one. The next one that I watched is one I'll be doing a review on probably, I was going to do it today, but this is what I watched videos, it's taken me a long time, I might do it tomorrow, and it's Dolphin Tale 2. I gave this movie 4 stars. I gave the first one 4.5 as you saw, and this one is set quite a bit long after, and it involves the same dolphin, Winter, and it also has this new little dolphin, Hope. This little dolphin, Hope, wasn't in it as much as I thought it was going to be. This one, I mean, again, I gave this movie 4 stars, and I feel like I'm trying to tell you the negative, but I like to, I don't know, I feel like telling you the things that I had a few problems with is important, whereas I had a lot of good things about it. It was cute, it was fun, it was family friendly, we got to see the same characters again, see the dolphin again, but this little dolphin wasn't in it as much as I thought it was going to be. It felt a bit more documentary style than the previous movie, but I still really enjoyed it. I definitely, 4 stars. I wouldn't watch it over, I feel like the first one I could watch over and over and over and over again. This one I feel like I would have to leave a bit more of a gap to watch it again, but I feel like I do want to watch it again soon just to have another watch of it. But yeah, the characters are the same, the actors are the same. I loved it. I definitely did enjoy this one a lot. I mean, I just love the Dolphin Tale movies. And it's a true story, completely based on a true story. At the ending, they have like the end credits and they show you the true footage, which was fantastic. I loved that end bit. I will do a review on this very soon. And now for a movie which I loved. I gave 5 stars. I loved it. It was awesome. It was The Book of Life. This movie was so good. I'm going to do a review on it super soon. I only watched it the other night. The 3D was amazing. The animation was incredible, the songs were awesome, it was a really amazing, unique little story. I loved it. I loved this movie. I just had such a fun time. Oh, he's not on the front here. There's this guy called oh, here he is, this candle guy, the candle maker. His character was so funny. There was moments when I laughed. I really enjoyed this. I definitely recommend this animation. I will be doing a proper full review on it soon because I really loved it. 5 stars for The Book of Life. I was surprised I loved it that much, but I really did. I want to watch it again soon. Next one I watched was Iron Man 3. I love these superhero movies, and this one I'd actually not seen the whole way through. I'd watched the beginning of it before, and then they got distracted, and I was like, and then I decided I'd watch the whole thing again. I mean, come on, like, Iron Man. But it's because, right, I love Iron Man, the first one. So good. Love it. Love Robert Downey Jr. The second one, though, kind of disappointed. I didn't really enjoy it as much, but this one, I think I gave it 4 stars at first, and then, like, a whole day afterwards I was like thinking about Iron Man, loving Iron Man. This movie was so much fun, it never really stopped. However, I felt like he could, me and my complaints, I felt like he could have been Iron Man a bit more. He seemed like he was Robert Downey Jr. a lot more than he was in the Iron Man suit, but that's okay. It was a really great storyline, really action-packed, always something going on. I gave it 4.5 in the end. I wrote down 4 and then I was like, no, I'm going to have to add another half on because I've been really excited about, I was really excited that I'd watched it after I've watched it like for days on. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so glad I watched Iron Man 3 the other day. I don't know, I've just really been enjoying the fact that I'd watched it, so yeah. I definitely recommend Iron Man 3 even if you didn't like Iron Man 2, because Iron Man 2 for me was like a bit, yeah, but then this one, it upped it again. But I think I still like Iron Man 1 best, but I definitely like this movie a lot. Plus the opening to this movie, yes, I love it. The first time I saw the opening to this movie, I was like, it's fantastic. I love the beginning of this movie. There's just a very first few minutes, like first half of the minute. Love it, love it. Okay, the next one that I watched was Inside Llewyn Davis, which was actually really kindly sent to me from a friend of mine, Amanda. So thank you so much. I'll be talking more about that in an update. But yeah, for now this is my what I watched video. I really enjoyed this movie. It was very different. I give it 4 stars. It was quite a slow burner. My favourite thing, I feel like if I tell you this and you haven't seen the movie, you're gonna be like, huh? My favourite thing about the movie was the cat. Right? Sounds weird, I know, right? The cat, though, played such a fantastic little part in this movie. It was a very quirky little movie. It was quite a sad movie, really. It's about a man who is a musician. Is this in the 60s? Yeah, 60s in New York. About a man who's a folk musician. And the music in this was fantastic, by the way. A folk musician, and he is homeless, and he just kind of goes around and sleeps on other people's couches. And you know, it's him trying to get by in life. And it's quite a sad story, but it doesn't seem to be telling you in a sad way. But it's very interesting. He takes a trip at one point, which I really enjoyed that. And the cat, though, that cat, I loved the storyline bit that was to do with that cat. I don't know what it was. I thought it was fantastic. I think they did it really well. It seems like such a stupid minor thing, but the way that they did it in this movie, I just loved it. The characters were great. All the side characters were fantastic. I really enjoyed it. It's not one that I'd watch over and over and over again, but I definitely will watch it again. It was kind of thought-provoking in a weird way. I feel like I can't explain it, but I definitely recommend it. It's not action-packed, it's not full of stuff. It's a slow movie, but I'm fine with that. I like slow movies. It's one that you can just really just sit and watch and take in. I feel like I loved that in this movie, the music. When the music was on, they didn't just play a little snippet. They played pretty much like the whole song, and you could just sit and enjoy it. It just felt like you were sat, like, you know, you'd be playing in a bar somewhere. You know, Llewyn Davis would be playing his song. And I felt like you could just really sit and enjoy, and you really got the atmosphere from it. That's what I loved. Oftentimes in movies, you know, someone will be playing a song, they'll play a little bit of the song, and that's all you hear. This movie did it differently, and I really appreciated that. I really loved the way they did that. I felt like it's because music was a really important part of the film. But yes, I really enjoyed the film. I gave it 4 stars. Great movie. The next one I watched was Kung Fu Panda 2. Yeah, I watched this actually at a friend's house, but I had the movie, so I just put it in the pile. I gave it 3 stars. It was good. It tells you kind of the backstory of Po and where he came from and stuff. And then there's also this peacock trying to take over China, and I just didn't enjoy it as much as I did the first time I watched it. I think I definitely now think I like the first one better. I feel like before I was maybe unsure, but I feel like the Kung Fu Panda movies aren't my favourite DreamWorks movies. I feel like since DreamWorks has released some really fantastic movies, that these have kind of gone a bit down for me. But I still enjoyed it. I gave it 3 stars. I will look forward to the 3rd one though. The way that this one ends really sets up for the 3rd one, so I'm looking forward to that now. Hopefully they will up the game a bit there. And then finally, the last movie I watched this month was The Proposal. So I gave this movie 3 stars. I kind of feel like I could have given it 3.5. I feel like I've definitely seen Sandra Bullock be funnier, but it's still a funny little, nice, kind of easygoing, girly movie. But I did really enjoy it. Sandra Bullock's character is great in this. She's the boss of Ryan Reynolds, and she's going to get deported. She tells him he's got to marry her, and they kind of have to go to his family's for the weekend. It's that kind of thing, but definitely if you haven't seen it and you enjoy those type of movies, it's definitely one for you to watch. It's really a really nice, like, kind of Sunday afternoon type of movie. I did enjoy watching it. I'm really glad that I did. So yeah, that's it for my What I've Watched video, guys. So definitely check out the other part if you haven't seen it already. Number 27. Yeah, number 27. This is number 28. I will hopefully do number 29 very soon, in maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks, and we can see what I'll watch. I'm very excited. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoyed these. Comment down below with what you've seen. I'll see you then. Goodbye.